Oh well, here we are. What's this? Episode 9?
Episode 9.
Footage in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a special guest now as well.
We do. Another one of these guest special episodes.
This is our third guest, and we've got
Third guest every 3 episodes. That's one of the 3.
Yep.
Let's go.
And we've got my brother.
Your brother.
Yeah.
One of them.
Introduce yourself.
One of them.
One of them.
Part 2 coming soon.
It's like in David Dobrik. He's like,
here's
one
my
of
brother.
them.
No. He goes, I'm here with one of my girlfriends, Liza, and she goes, one of them.
Yeah, I'm here with one of my mums. Anyway, introduce yourself. Who do we got here?
I am Duncan. I'm Calum's brother.
Yeah.
His
Younger, older?
Younger.
If
You can tell. Viewers.
mental age, older?
Mental age, yeah, a little bit
Probably.
older.
That's not hard, though, is it?
We'll get to that later.
But yeah. This is exciting. You've watched pretty much every episode.
Yeah,
so
I have.
you know what we actually do.
One of our loyal fans.
Yeah.
I am.
One of the very few.
Unlike the rest of them.
Yeah, we've been having people like some of our closest friends. They go, I listen to the podcast, of course, and we're like, oh, did you see that thing that Calum said the other day then? And they're like, yeah, sure. Not actually listen to it.
I've not actually had anyone come up to me with secret phrases yet of last week.
Well, that's what I was going to suggest. I was going to suggest you could do the secret phrase mid-episode, and that is how you test.
Oh yeah, because they could just
skip
scroll to the end. Yeah.
Or we just ask them about fucking listen to the podcast. Just screw the secret phrases. Just listen to the podcast.
Do you know, like, when you ever get a YouTube video and you'll click on it because of the title, and then someone in the comments will be like, 12 minutes 55 seconds. That's why you're here. And you're like, cheers, bud. 12 minutes 55 seconds. Listen to
I
it.
saw a funny thing. It was like, it's, you know, in YouTube comments, they're always like, someone will comment, I'll get a load of likes, and then they'll edit it to be like, you guys don't know what I commented to get all these likes.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the worst.
Like, edit. Oh my god! Thank you so much for 200 likes.
Yeah, but you have no idea what they've ever said in the first place. Don't you do a lot of YouTube?
I do.
Yeah, so speaking of YouTube,
do, yeah. I do have a YouTube channel. It's a bit of a different YouTube channel.
How many followers?
I
you don't have followers on YouTube.
True.
How many subscribers?
Some
crullers.
Oh, just this morning actually, I hit 32,000. So.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
We've got like 90.
I subscribed.
Whereas you have about 32.
Literally. He's in the big leagues.
You'll get there.
We'll get there. Man, 32,000.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that? What'd you do?
Honestly, I don't know. The YouTube algorithm.
I can answer that.
It's very weird. Yeah. What would you say?
I think that you got your subscribers because you're consistent and you kind of hop on trends and you do videos that like people actually want to watch and like ones that people will search for and just kind of hop on those, which is what like most YouTubers do anyway.
And I think it's kind of like when you find your groove as well, what you find is doing well, you kind of keep that up, but you don't want to do it, you don't want to overdo it, if that makes sense. If you do the same thing way too often, it kind of like dies out. And
shit, are we doing this too often?
No, I like the once a week.
Once a week. Well, we could even actually post that on the Instagram.
Yeah, we'll ask.
I
feel like if we ask people,
if someone asks you what do you do for like what's your job, do you actually say, oh, I'm a YouTuber?
Yeah, is that your full-time job?
Yeah, so when people ask me what I do, I mean, obviously a year ago I wouldn't say the same thing, but now I actually say, yeah, I'm a full-time YouTuber, but I also say that I am at uni to imply that YouTube isn't like my dream job, but it is my job, if that makes sense.
Is it your dream job?
It actually isn't, no. Because although I love, like, I mean, Calum, you would know, since I was young, like, I'm always making little videos and vlogs and music or whatever. But, like, since, like, S3 or S2, I've always loved, or 14, 15, I've always loved maths. So for me, it's kind of like...
Well, you could be, like, you could try and adapt your channel into, like, maybe a maths YouTube.
I could.
Because that's, like, I feel like that's a gap in the market.
Maths YouTube. I know some maths YouTube channels.
Do you?
But like...
Vsauce.
No, but they're like boring people on the blackboard.
Oh.
You know? That's
Yeah.
sort of like old school maths
More
YouTube.
instructional, they don't make it entertaining.
Yeah, how to do a fraction. So what would your dream job be?
Like lately I've been kind of like, well, not lately, But for like the past couple of years, I've wanted to maybe go into like education, whether it be high school or like a uni lecturer.
That's really good, actually.
Do you know what you could do though? Is you could always keep it up as like, because people who are rich, they don't have one source of income. They have like maybe a book that they've written, and that book is just making money on the side, and they've got like a But what was it you're saying? One of your friends has got a tutoring side job. There's a little side job, you know.
Yeah, he has his own little like tutoring company. Oh yeah. Actually, do you know what I was going to say? Is we
Sorry to interrupt.
I'll pop on one sec. But I was going to say,
Cut it.
we haven't actually said what my channel is. We just said that I have a YouTube channel.
So wait, describe.
All right.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah. There's a little cut there for the Duncan.
Oh yeah. So
no, that's fine. That's fine.
I like how it's kind of like a mystery at the moment, and then we'll get into it. But yeah, so it is an ASMR channel, which I'm hoping most listeners have heard of by now. But if they haven't, it's kind of like sounds that will like stimulate like a warm feeling, whether it be making you relaxed, calm, tired.
Do you get a lot of like weird questions from people when you tell them that you do ASMR?
In what sense?
Are they like, oh, is that not just like creepy or like?
A lot of people think it's like sexual as well.
That's why, if you're like explaining to like your grandma, like, oh, what sort of videos do you?
Kind of weird.
I'm on YouTube. What videos do you do? I talk to people quietly.
Well, that reminds me of a story I have to tell you.
Do you not have like? Do you ever worry that there's like some creepy old dude like? And you're like, what's really?
I had a DM on Instagram lately that was like, you're so handsome and also your hands are so beautiful.
No.
And it's like, that's a straight up the block.
Oh my god, do people like request you to say words?
No, not really, but I do get like a lot of comments telling me to like do specific videos, but I kind of it's finding the balance between what people like and also you like as well.
Yeah, they want to.
Fair. You can't.
They want to see what they're interested in, but also they want to hear quiet.
Exactly.
What was I going to say? What do you think of it? Like, do you listen to it, or do you just trying to hit that kind of that target audience?
So I'd say when I'm still pretty young. When I was like a lot younger, I did watch it like regularly. I watch it like occasionally now, but it's more for me just like it's more comforting just to like stick it on in the background. And I don't mind making it, if you know what I mean. Like, it can be a pain in the ass having to be like quiet sometimes when I have to film, or tedious like doing the same thing over and over again for 20 minutes.
Would you rather a channel where you weren't ASMR, or do you like it how it's ASMR?
It's yes and no. Sometimes it would just be more convenient for it not to be ASMR. But having an ASMR channel, I think it's that small like market.
It's very niche, isn't it?
It is very niche as well, and very, very close knit, if you will.
Isn't it? There you go. He's got a good, I think you must have a good fan base then.
Yeah.
Like, you probably have a lot of regular sort of viewers, is what I meant. Like,
oh, definitely.
You got your standards will keep coming back.
How do now you obviously know how to grow an audience? Like, what are we doing wrong here? Because our viewers have dipped, and you, if you're watching or listening, you're an actual real one, because you're probably the only one.
Shout out to
the 10 people. We had, I think, in like episode 3 or 4, we had like 30 or 40 people come up to us and be like, listen to it, it's great, or yeah, I've seen it and I watched a bit, and now like
there's too much of a catalogue for them to get on now.
Do you think? I think people are getting just a bit.
It was a trend. We were a trend. We're doing it for us though. We're not doing it for them.
We said that we would do it
for us.
We said that we would do it even if no one watched, because it's kind of nice just to have like an hour where we're not looking at our phones, just having a conversation anyway.
Yeah,
and getting new people in, and exactly.
Oh, we can look back.
Imagine.
I actually listen back sometimes.
It's actually quite interesting.
I forget some of the stuff I said, and then I was listening back once a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I should really have said that, and then I said it. I completely forgot that I'd even said it.
I like that.
I sometimes think I'm like not really engaged with what you're saying sometimes, and then I'll listen back and you'll say something and I'll be like, no way. The Amelia Earhart thing. I felt like at the moment
crazy
I was just like waiting to say the next thing, but when I actually listened back, I'm like, Then what happened next?
You're so invested.
But I wouldn't really say you're doing anything wrong. Like, you need to keep obviously close with the people that do watch. Like, message them, and you know, you've got your Instagram and you got your merch, which is also a big step.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stinker of merch. We need to grow the merch.
well,
I made it in 5 minutes. Guys,
do you know what? He drew it on his lunch break, so the people who hate on it, give him a break.
Right, okay, come on. Don't get annoyed with the merch. I know there's a lot of hate about the merch.
I love how you just did dots for like
your
the beard and the eyes are just dots in circles.
This was meant. Okay, this curl here was meant to be your hoodie.
Yeah, I figured that. What is this then?
That's just my shoulder.
Oh.
No, I had a hoodie as well.
Oh, right, yeah. So wait, Duncan, how come you're not wearing the merch?
I was gonna say I was such a big fan of it that this is probably more for the viewers that are watching this, but if you're listening to this as well,
what's going on?
I'm sure Calum and Addy will explain. But I decided to go ahead and get my.
Oh, I'm clapping way too loud. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sure.
So he's got the new merch. He's got the new merch.
Why is it
new
new?
merch? Is it
he does.
Yeah, I updated it on the website. You've got the actual one that people buy. You've got the fixed one. This is the one that we've got here is like, like
B
alpha level.
Damn it!
Yeah,
he's got the right one.
Yes.
He's got a good one.
Can I keep this as well?
Yeah, you can have
yeah,
that.
let's go.
Yeah.
But I decided to switch it up and not go for white.
What colour is that?
It's called cream, but I think it's more like beige, kind of stone.
So I get an email every time someone purchases merch.
Oh no!
You knew?
I didn't know who'd ordered it.
Thank God.
I didn't know who'd ordered it.
That was my fear, is that it would come up saying like Duncan has bought.
No, it didn't say anything. It just said cream, and I was like, who's ordered it? I was like,
who is dumb enough?
And then when he took that off, I was like, I was him.
So for the listeners, Duncan is wearing our merch, cream coloured, and
the new updated, bigger sized logo.
Yeah, there's a join up in the circle,
but updated logo.
Genuinely, obviously he was speaking to us before this. We didn't know. We actually didn't know that he had merch.
Yeah. No,
and I said,
what a man, eh?
There's a T-shirt sitting next to him of one of our spares that we usually give to our viewers. That's just been chilling there.
He didn't need it. He was like, guys, I'll get a small, put me on. He didn't put it on.
You're like, are you gonna put it on? Are you gonna put it on? And I was like, I'll put it on over my current T-shirt when it starts to show it off to the viewers.
Oh, what a move! That's a flex.
I do want, our actual Instagram logo of us in the mirror with the little red. I want that to be like the next one.
We should make a salmon coloured T-shirt with that.
Coral. It's coral.
Coral.
Yeah.
Was that not the colour of the year 2018?
Was it?
Living coral. You always gave us that in the quiz.
Did we tell the story of
what story?
Of my? Do you remember my coral Nike jumper?
No, yeah. Well, no. Okay, so what happened was one of the phrases was Calum wears pink sweats.
Oh yeah. That was it. That was it.
But no, you used to give us quizzes on holiday. Every time we used to go away as the four, and you'd always make up quizzes.
Quizzes are so fun. They're underrated.
Oh, yeah.
And one of them was like it was like what happened last year quiz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you found it on Sparkle or something, but it was like, what was colour of the year 2018? Living coral. And now it's the SIBO sides.
Who's gonna know that?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why I remember.
Tough question. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. It's the SIBO sides official colour.
I did buy it like a month ago, and I was like waiting to go on it, and I was like, I cannot wait to just put it on underneath and take it off.
Well, I think
it looks actually quite good. I've not seen the new merch.
Yeah. It does look good. I do like it.
I hope as well that it's not like, you're on once and that's it. Like, you can be every 30 episodes. We'll get Duncan on.
Do you wear it out?
Mind you. I've not worn it yet, no, but
just in case
I have had it washed and stuff. But yeah, I'm completely fine to wear it out now.
We could sign it for you if you want.
I was going to say, after, could you sign it?
Do you have a Sharpie on you?
I feel famous. Yeah, well, we've got Sharpies.
Yeah, we'll sign it for you.
We'll do it after. Why do you not got yours signed?
My signed one's in the wash.
True.
I've got multiple guys, don't worry.
We actually, after the last episode, we actually wore it to Waitrose, and we were going to wear just our matching t-shirts, and we're like, should we just go all out matching? So I changed into the same shorts that you were wearing.
I got so many comments from people being like, oh well, how long did it take you to collaborate that one? I was like, we literally just decided on the day.
No,
that's funny though.
I do think people...
I went all the way to Cambridge in it. I was repping on the train. I was telling everyone about it.
Nice. God. I do think a lot of people look at matching outfits as like kind of cringe. But
I think it's
good. Like
I think it's fun.
It's fun, and it's like just like you don't always see people all wearing the same thing. And if say I was like walking down the street and I saw a group of people at the bar drinking all wearing the same outfit, I'd be like, they're having a good time.
Well, they had a memo. It's like they had it's like oh, we got the wear a blue shirt of the night memo, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about clothes, where can they get the merch, Calum?
Online.
Link in the description below.
Be as precise as you can. Yeah. Online.
Well, I'm not wrong, am I?
No, online. On the line.
I'm sure it'll be in the description.
Yeah, it'll be linked in the description.
Yeah.
But getting back to the channel then, so what sort of stuff do you do with your ASMR creep voice?
So, I mean, it kind of varies. I do lots of different kinds of videos. My most popular ones are like card magic videos, and I know you're a big.
I used to do a lot of card magic. It was always fun doing card magic too.
The other people in where we live.
Yeah.
I was mentioning people without saying their names. You could always fool some of your friends who lived up there. A little bit of a sleight of hand.
And you guys actually have that like in common with each other. You both like magic and like what would you call it?
We both did
everything trickery. Like
kind of like trick of the mind. You know, just like illusions, magic, all that kind of stuff.
Who's your favorite illusionist?
See, you were talking about Darren Brown a few episodes ago, and I don't know if I would really call him like an illusionist.
For the dinner party.
Yeah, for the dinner party, that was it.
Yeah.
What a guy he is!
Yeah,
I just say, what a guy.
He is a straight up guy, and he's just so nice. You just get nice vibes from him as well.
Yeah, I'm scared he would like steal something out of my pocket without me looking.
True.
You know what I mean?
Or
just be like
he's sneaking.
Not only can he do all these crazy shit, he can like also hold a conversation really well, speak to strangers. He's nice. He has hobbies. Like he's just an absolute legend.
Have you heard him on a podcast? He was on. I think he was on the Joe Rogan one.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
That was so interesting.
Yeah, so interesting.
Yeah,
and he talked about this story where he would be able to say things that were so like he was coming home from a night out and a big scary guy came over and wanted to fight him. Mm-hmm. You'll know that. You know the story as well. And he would throw them. He would throw them off by saying something so random. And because like when you're drunk, your emotions are heightened, and he's kind of playing with his emotions a bit. So when to kind of steer off this guy, he would go and kind of change the situation. He would just say something completely random. So he basically said.
So the guy was coming at him being like, "Why have you kissed my girlfriend?" or something.
Or like being really aggressive.
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna fucking punch you.
Full on adrenaline rush.
And he went, the walls in Spain are way too low. Like in my back garden, the walls are really high, but the walls in Spain are way too low. And this is just so not what this drunk guy was expecting. So it threw him off, and it went like.
I think the guy broke down.
I heard the guy like went away crying or whatever, and like was like apologizing to him and like talking to himself as he walked away.
He just had a complete like
breakdown.
He just completely changed his vision.
The thing is it sounds like a load of shit, but when you actually see Darren Brown and know what he's done,
I don't think
it wouldn't be a lie. Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a bullshit, but apparently he got into hypnosis accidentally.
Yeah.
So like he didn't realize. So he was trying it at uni. Okay.
But he started off with like you guys like sleight of hand, magic.
He started off with all that, and then one of his friends was like, "Oh well, maybe you could try like hypnosis." So he was doing the whole classic, sit down, relax, think of something, pendulum swing or whatever. Anyway, so he was doing that, and people were falling into hypnosis as they often do, and then sorry, my hair messy. Thanks. And then. A guy came to him and was like, "Oh, I'm here for the hypnosis," and he thought he'd met him before, and he was like, Darren Brown thought he'd already treated this guy while he was at uni, and he shook his hand and went sleep, and the guy slept.
That's so crazy.
And he was like, he didn't realize it's all about like if you seem confident enough in doing it, like people like believe you. So that's the first time you realized he actually had that innate ability to do it.
Yeah.
He was just like, "Oh fucking hell, this guy's like," and he like halfway through he realised he hadn't met the guy. He was like, "Oh shit, this was just some new dude that I've just told."
That's kind of scary
Just
though.
told-
What could
just
he?
told to
What
sleep.
could he have the power to do? Like, could he rob a bank, and then as the security guard goes to like,
He can
do you know what I mean?
Frank.
He could say, "Right, just sleep," and then the security guard would fall asleep, and he'd wake up and be like, "What? What the hell
Well,
just happened?"
he did a show like a few years ago where he like recruited a bunch of like elderly people and got them to rob like an art gallery.
Oh yeah,
and it
I
was
watched that
really
one.
really good. And the thing is that one's more, it's sort of like not really like illusion or like sleight of hand or anything, but it's more kind of like elderly people are kind of like hidden amongst society, and
Yeah.
he uses kind of like their abilities to like not be noticed and things like that.
Tra-
Just
and,
clever.
and he teaches them some of his like
Exactly,
tricks
yeah.
and
He
tips and
teaches
tricks.
one of them how to
Next
steal
watch,
watches.
Next
yeah.
James Bond is like some 90-year-old grandma. He's just like
Stealing
snooping
watches.
around. I think he's crazy though.
He is very good.
Uh-huh.
And like it kind of like this might not sound like familiar to you guys, but Darren Brown also has kind of that soft voice as well. That kind
Oh.
of links back to the ASMR thing that he's just like
Yeah,
The calming.
yeah,
the
calming, and
calmingness.
it's
and
same
that
with
puts people to
hypnosis.
sleep.
Exactly.
Do you put people to sleep with ASMR? Is that like?
No, that's just his regular video. He's talking normally, be like, "Fuck it,
that,
that's boring."
that reminds me of a
this whole
story.
podcast.
So I do have like almost every, they call them ASMR artists. Because
Yeah.
it's kind of like artists and then ASMR, just play on words. But they
That's
always have like a second channel where they do like not normal, but like non-whispering
Not
kind of
normal,
videos.
but-
And so I've got one of them, and I did a video where I played like a game called GeoGuessr,
Uh-huh.
which I played it with my girlfriend, and
You really do jump on the trends, don't
I
you?
do, yeah. It's very popular, isn't it? And I was telling my granny about my ASMR channel, and she said she'll go and search it up. Now, I coincidentally posted the GeoGuessr video like a couple days before I told her about it.
Uh-huh.
So when she searched up my channel name, because it's similar to my non-ASMR channel name, she watched the video of me playing GeoGuessr. It was like, oh, it was so relaxing. I was like, I think you watched the wrong one.
The other one's just like, fuck it.
When you found Peru.
Send me to sleep when you said.
So you got any like examples or stuff that?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you've brought some stuff here, haven't you?
and again, yeah, it's kind of like that.
He's filled up the studio with his own things.
That's
I've
like,
never seen a guest so prepared. We've only had 3, but the others are like, yeah, let's just see what happens. Duncan's like, I've got my own backpack of stuff.
So I brought a few, like, these aren't like ones that necessarily I would use. I haven't used them before, but these are like
An elastic band.
No, that was just on the floor.
Right.
So this one of the most common ones is like people like kind of like crinkly noises, because it kind of sounds like
So what is this you've got here for
this.
the listeners?
This is just bubble wrap,
It is just bubble wrap.
Where did you get this bubble wrap?
some sort of packaging. I don't know.
They won't like this though.
No,
Because
so
it's
the
sharp.
popping yeah, but like if you like move it around, like next to a mic,
Oh, we can't turn this into an ASMR.
We can try it.
you can give it a little try. It's good for the.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Bruce? What are your thoughts? Yeah, you like that?
Would you like that?
Alright,
I'll clip that for my next video. Put it in quietly and see if
It's a
you
little
notice
bit of
it.
a rustle. People like a little bit of a rustle.
Maybe because it like kind of sounds like the sea. Like people like nature noises, you
It
know.
does sound like
Do you
a
know what
sea.
we
I was thinking that.
Do you know what we should do as well? Is like for our podcast. Sorry, this is really off topic. We could put little clips of what we're gonna say at the start, of like clips
Like
of,
a
what,
preview.
of what we've said. So if you clock back and I'm like, oh, do you like that? You like that, viewers? Someone's
like
gonna
that?
go
Do you
on
like
to
that,
watch
viewers?
that.
Intro,
Yeah.
and then it starts.
Or we could be like,
Then we get our intro song. We've got to make our intro song.
yeah, we do.
Or do you not just like start with the well, here we are.
I know we can't kill the oh well here we are, can
True.
we? So nature sounds people
on
like.
today's
Yeah.
episode.
And then
Yeah.
and then another really really popular one apart from like whispering and stuff is like tapping on objects. So like this is one that I use to tap on, but it's just like a little basketball.
It's a tiny little foam ball that has actually been at my feet this entire episode, but you viewers won't have known that.
I saw you doing a couple of kiki uppies under the table.
Yeah.
But
Did
you
a
just-
little round the world.
Saw that. So what? You just tap it. Oh,
Literally like that.
sounds like
Do you know
rain.
what? Do you know what?
Sounds
Right?
Yeah,
like rain
another-
falling.
yeah,
Another
exactly.
natural.
I actually don't mind that sound. Like I hate ASMR.
I think rain at night is so calming. Do you know why?
Mm.
Apparently, rain is a calming sound at night.
Why is that?
Because when we were Neanderthals, hunter-gatherers,
Yeah.
If it was raining at night, there wouldn't be predators out hunting you.
I heard something similar, but if you heard the rainfall when you're in the shelter, it's calming because you know you're in the cave. In your shelter.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like that nice feeling when like
it's chucking
you're inside, nice and warm, and outside it's chucking it down or snowing.
It is nice,
and
isn't it?
You look out and you're just like, I'm in here, I'm safe, I'm warm.
Do you know what my favourite sound of all time is, though?
What?
Ooh.
Is you want to have a guess?
Babies crying.
What?
That's an inside joke. We can't. Anyway, my favourite sound of all time is.
Sounds so weird.
Yeah. I don't actually like babies crying, by the way. Just
what is it? What's your favourite sound?
Is if you've ever played basketball, it's the noise of a swish where the ball goes through the net without making any contact with the rim, so it goes like that.
I feel like that's why in basketball they put the mic right next to
the
net, so you can hear the swish and it's like satisfying almost.
Or you can hear like Carmelo Anthony going, "Fuck, shit!"
Give me that fucking rebound, Caleb!
Every time he misses a rebound, that's the other reason they put it there.
True.
You must shout that though, because you barely pick up noise from the court, apart from "Fuck out of here, Caleb!"
I was watching the football the other day, and I was surprised how loud each pass of the football was.
Oh yeah, they must.
Yeah. You can hear the dunk each time someone kicks the ball.
They must add that in though, because they don't hear the players speak.
I was thinking that. You
probably
can't hear.
Maybe there's a guy who's just got a button.
He's got the dunk.
Mistimes it, just press it.
Oh, shit, where's the ball go?
The ball's just been kicked.
But no, in basketball, basketball.
What a goal!
Basketball, you hardly hear them speak, but you.
You hear the ball bounce.
You hear the ball
and you hear the
bounce.
squeaky.
Yeah.
The feet on the floor.
You don't
really hear them speak.
Maybe they muffle like that kind of pitch or something like that, because they said without fans they can't like play the audio of them speaking, because like obviously they're going to be swearing a lot.
Yeah.
They do swear a lot.
Yeah.
They actually do.
I mean,
get that shit out of here!
Yeah. They're like they need to be like 100% drive, 100% passion, and this is something we also are all interested in. We've got quite a lot of common.
We do.
Basketball. I've not played basketball in years.
In a year.
Years.
Since COVID.
Since we went to Drummond. No? That outdoor one, remember?
That's
outdoor
very
one with
long
that
ago.
random guy.
Oh yeah.
That's the last time I played basketball. Start
Well,
COVID.
We went the other day. I've actually been practicing quite a bit. Like I hadn't played in
for your tournament.
Since no, I haven't. That's tennis. But I've been practicing basketball too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We went to play the other day. Shall I tell this story?
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm not normally this good, but I played.
This is why you're telling it, because we're on the podcast now. You know.
I don't know if I've told you. I played way better than I normally do, and I like almost wouldn't miss a shot.
Yeah.
And we played these two
Wet
randomers. And these two randomers were like, "Oh my god, he's so good! He's insane!
He just doesn't miss!
He just doesn't miss! Like, we can't stop him," and all that. And I was like,
"But you were getting right."
the whole time I was like, "Right,
ego boost."
They were shit, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, but every time they said I was so good, it kept fueling my confidence, and I was not gonna miss. After a while, I was not gonna miss because they kept saying I was so good. I'm like, yeah, that's right, I'm so good.
Yeah. It's like me when I make one of them like turnaround fadeaway baseline.
I'm like insane.
I'm like, I made that. I'm just gonna make everything else.
It's not luck, it's skill. And then at one time I looked at Duncan and just gave a little smile.
I
And
just
Duncan
knew
was like,
you were buzzing.
yeah.
Everything they'd say.
Duncan was like, "You are shooting really well," like during the game.
Yeah.
To be honest, I heard like 2 weeks ago, you and Enrico played two randoms and you lost.
We lost, we lost.
Yeah. Where was your skill then?
To be fair, my skill was. I must
the
have
window.
my skill up. I did everything apart from score, which is the point in basketball. Like I would between the legs dribble right by this guy, and the other defender would come. I would spin move off him, and I'd have an open layup or an open shot near the basket, and it would just boom, 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 and miss.
Well, we smoked these guys.
You should have used this ball.
Yeah.
You'd probably get in.
Should have.
Yeah, should have.
Just
this
tap
ball
that
is
one
that
into the
little
basket,
foam.
you know?
The foam ball.
Oh yeah,
is-
you should use this little foam ball. Sorry.
Send them to
Is
sleep.
your brain smaller than that? Do you think? For the viewers, this is what it looks.
Your brain's this big, same size as your hands put together.
So it is. I remember that. Yeah.
Your brain's the same as your fists put together.
Well, yours will be a little smaller because you know.
Yeah. Hit it.
Actually, to be fair, Cal, some of the things you say, yours is a little smaller.
Yeah, Calum. What sort of stuff do you say?
Duncan's. Well, you told us before. Duncan has some stuff that I've said.
I heard that there's a constantly updated list.
There is
Of quotes that Calum says, which make him sound a little not too bright.
Yeah. Well, not a little too bright. So it makes it's a.
Calum quote.
Some of my thoughts are an interesting take on life. I would say.
That's why
I'll
we're
put it
perfect
that
for a podcast.
Yeah.
So we
But
do have.
You could probably take some stuff from here and put it on.
What?
my
Like you
Calum
want to fuck a
quotes.
goat?
I didn't know.
The chimpanzee.
No,
one.
chimpanzee. What did you
A and
say?
A. I said a fuck and A to save mankind. Now, obviously, that sounds really weird out of context.
Let's just
He's
not say
taking
it
one for the
again.
team, though. Let's face it.
If you would,
Let's just not say it again.
everyone in this room would. So
I don't. Yeah, totally. I would too. Yeah.
But you do say some very questionable things.
Yeah,
And you've got to
Don't
admit
expose
you do.
him too dirty. But
No, I'll read a few.
What's a funny one Calum said
A
recently?
few selective ones. Oh, recently.
Yeah.
Let's go very recently. On Easter, he went, "Come on, it's Christmas."
you know the vibe though. Like, people say that, oh, you ruined Christmas. No one says you've ruined Easter. Who cares? It's Easter.
I think a lot of the things you say are more funny out of context.
Yeah,
So although
That's
you
the
might-
point of this, isn't it? That they
So
are out of context.
things like today, I spent an hour talking to myself in Australian. Things like that.
Alright, I'll turn in the corner.
I can imagine.
Like it's a complete different language, you know.
I can imagine you living alone in your flat, just being like talking to yourself.
I'm gonna put the cooker on now.
Do you have you ever tried speaking to yourself?
I speak to myself, yeah.
Do you?
sometimes.
Do you?
Only when I'm trying to do a task.
It depends.
Only when I'm trying to do a task which I need to focus on.
Oh, it's actually so nice. Like, to be dead serious, it's so nice. Like it gets you in the right frame of mind.
All right, yeah.
Try it.
I think
try
it's
doing
really good at helping you focus on the task. At
Or
hand.
do you know what I'd really love to do, right? So sometimes I'll be in the car. This might out myself again a little bit. I'll be in the car and I'll just turn everything off. No radio, no music, no podcasts, whatever. And I'll just be my own radio station. And you're back to Calum Live at 94.3.
Start singing that
We've
song.
got a viewer in here.
Well,
You do that.
I saw a fact recently that was like
And I'll sing
apparently
a song in the middle.
apparently like a small percentage of people actually like visualize someone in their head like doing things for them, and that's how they control themselves.
Really?
Yeah, so like it's like 15% or something. Like people
Do you?
visualize someone like saying inside their head, "We're gonna go pick up that bottle of beer now" or whatever, and then they go and pick
Oh,
it
so
up.
so they're like
rather
they're
than just like I'm gonna pick it up.
so it's themselves and their brain.
Yeah,
It's
like
a
someone
duo.
controlling them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to say this. Oh, but
Yeah, exactly.
I heard there's one that people they don't have a voice inside their head.
Yeah.
There's apparently that one.
Or
So like, if they're like reading something, they don't read it in a voice. I don't know how. I mean, I don't do it because when I read something out loud, I have my own voice inside my head.
Yeah.
It speaks it. It's like, you know, if I'm reading something like Rode microphone or something, you know, in my own head.
In your head,
I can
you're
hear
reading
it.
it.
I
Yeah,
can hear
exactly.
myself say it.
it's like what about deaf people? Like, do they hear the voice inside
Depends
their
if they were
head?
born deaf.
True. If you're born deaf, how do you like
Oh, and same with blind.
interpret something? Yeah, or if you're
And
blind,
blind people
how do
don't
you like?
dream in vision.
Yeah, do they? Apparently, they just don't dream at all. They just think it. If that makes sense.
I think dreaming is thinking, right?
Yeah, true. But you know what I mean. Like, you don't visualize your
If-
dreams.
If you went blind, how long would it take you to adapt to it till it's normal life? Do you think?
Oh, I think it would happen quite fast.
Really?
Yes, your other senses get heightened, but it must be quite fast because you would be so dependent on them, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Have you ever like tried to? Right, I need a drink of water from the kitchen. Let me just close my eyes and see if I can do it blind.
Oh yeah, do you not practice fire drills? You know what happens if you like? It was
Oh, it's
pitch black
pitch
with
black.
the smoke. You had to crawl. I can crawl
Yeah.
from my room.
I actually had a
25 seconds.
I actually had a dream last
No, less, I
night.
don't know.
I actually had a dream last night, and
What was
I don't know. Do you believe in like meanings behind dreams?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I actually do. Yeah, that's
Do
one of
you?
the things I do
Sometimes.
believe in. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't know what the meaning would this be, but we were all at the family house.
Yeah.
And it caught fire.
Oh no.
It suddenly caught fire, and Duncan and the rest of the family all, left the house, like, as you do.
So I thought you were meaning, like, I don't know,
we brought the fire towards us.
We started doing bicep curl.
Yeah, they started doing bicep curls whilst escaping, so they all escaped. And I go,
At least you were swole.
and I go, oh, the fire's got time. Grab my phone, my laptop, my keys, all the actual stuff that's expensive, and then managed to leave safely. And as we're driving away, they're like, oh, well, thank God we all got out safe. And all I'm thinking is, I've left my clothes. I've left my wardrobe.
So you're a person based on objects then?
Maybe, but
You're like life's dependent on objects
surely
around
not,
you,
though.
rather
I
than
don't think
people.
that's me.
No. Sorry. I'm not saying that is you. If you were taking meaning from a dream, that's the meaning that someone could take.
Yeah.
Is what I meant. Sorry.
Maybe I just find value in my stuff.
Yeah. What would you be most sad about if you had a fire in your
what
family
would-
house like that?
Honestly, probably just like...
If you had to just get up and go.
So I had to run out everything's left inside the house.
Everything.
Probably just things that I've like spent a lot of time on. Or something.
Yeah.
Like, so this is obviously a weird one, but like hard drives have a lot of things that you've made or things like that.
True.
Or like precious
memories,
precious items that you spent time at. Like, I don't know if you've made drawings or something, or like...
I have a lot of photos I've taken.
Yeah, or photo. That's a good
Physical
one. I'd
photos.
hate to lose like
Actual
photos that you
physical
wouldn't be able
photos.
to get back.
On Polaroid.
I'd miss my Monets.
Your Monets.
No, I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't care about that.
Cloud.
It's like if you had to be stuck on a desert island and you had to pick three like, you can't go for like your phone or Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yeah.
Three
But
items.
people now just say, oh, my phone doesn't matter because I've got everything on iCloud now.
People say, yeah, I was going to say that. If, like, I wouldn't worry about my photos. Like, back in the day, people would be like, oh, I've got the photo album,
Yeah.
Get the photo album, it's got all the pictures. But nowadays, it's on the iCloud,
Yeah.
Everything's on the iCloud.
Just get it whenever you want.
You can get it whenever you want. But I do actually have some physical photos as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if we've asked this on the podcast. I'm sorry, I forget. But this is kind of topical. Would you rather lose all the money in your bank account or all the photos in your photo library?
I don't have that much money in my bank account, so probably that one.
Assuming that you can't get the photos back ever.
Yeah,
You
I
think
you
you
wouldn't
can't
ask
get the
that,
photos
yeah.
back.
See, that kind of leads me on to like, I kind of really dislike when people have phones out at like concerts or whatever, like just taking photos the entire time.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yes.
prefer when
Hate
people
it.
just
Yes.
aren't on their
Don't get me
phones or whatever, just
started.
enjoying the moment. So I'd probably rather lose the photos, and just have the memories rather
You
than
lose the memories.
Yeah.
What happens when you're 90?
And
you're
you want
like,
to show
I
your
wanna-
and you want to show your
I want
grandkids.
to I want to remember that time that I mean, it doesn't have to be the cinema, the concert that you went to, but like, Calum and I have a photo of us both wearing these outfits.
Better not be filming at cinemas, Addy. getting exposed.
Do you know
That's
though?
fine. I've got sources.
The last few concerts we've been to was almost, it's not ruined it, but it's close to ruining it. How many people are actually just
point.
there the whole time on Snapchat, just like filming the whole thing.
Yeah, because it's like you're not actually taking it in. Like you're just going to go back home and watch that. Like you're not actually there.
I don't
at the
think I've
moment
ever watched
enjoying
back
it.
a concert video because it's just not the same.
I have.
You don't know until you're actually there.
I have once, but I didn't watch it back. I showed it to my mum.
And what's the point of people
Good
putting it
into it.
on?
She wanted to be like, "Who was it that you went saw?" So I played like one of the songs I'd filmed.
And like, what's the point in putting it on your story or whatever? Because people will just sit there and just spam through it.
Yeah.
And no one watches it. No one cares.
Yeah, I don't put stuff on my story that people spam through.
True.
That's the
That's
point.
good. Then. That's good.
What was I gonna say? We were talking about filming.
Yeah.
And
that.
yeah, I would say it's okay to maybe film like 30 seconds of the main chorus of their closing song and a main song.
Biggest
throughout.
hit song. Yeah.
But if you're there the whole time,
Exactly.
if you're there the whole time, you're not enjoying the actual concert. It's almost, you may as well just sit up in the actual booth, just sitting there with a full on tripod, just sitting there being like, wait until it's over.
To be honest, I have over the last couple of days been watching like concert performances of artists, and you would never have seen them if someone wasn't there filming it.
Yeah, but it's professionally done.
No, sometimes they're from the crowd.
Oh, ghetto filming, yeah.
Ghetto filming, Kanye, Los Angeles 2012 or whatever, when he runs across the stage.
Oh, have you seen that?
I think. Oh, yeah, I have.
Kanye West is running across the
He's
stage
trying to,
so
like,
fast
touch
that
the
he
sky.
like runs out of breath, and the song doesn't sound good because he just ran across the stage. He's doing it live. He's ran out of breath.
No, he runs halfway through the verse. He's like, I want to touch this guy.
Kanye's something else, man.
Yeah, he's.
I want to see him in concert. That's on my bucket list.
I've never been to a
You
concert.
wanted to say something about your bucket list, haven't you?
Oh.
Should we save it for another episode, or do you?
Drunk episode, maybe.
Okay, all right.
It might be an update on the bucket list, guys.
Yeah, but I've never been to a concert though. Literally never.
What?
Neither
Yeah.
was Enrico. Enrico'd never been to a concert either.
You kept that one quiet.
Yeah.
I'd
Why
love
not?
to though. I don't know. I've just never like. I'm not a huge fan of like huge crowds of people. But like if I was like just tucked away in a booth or something, I'd love to go. But like.
We went to see The Weeknd. Was it The Weeknd?
Yeah.
And it was like, it was in the.
in the SSE Hydro.
Yeah, for the. In the SSE Hydro, we had our own booth, and there was like, well, you say our own booth. There was like 10 other people there.
Yeah.
But there was seats, like 2
We were
rows
in
of
the-
5 seats.
We were in the VIP.
In a VIP, and there's like a bar behind us.
Oh, so good.
You could just walk up out your seat and go get a drink, and then walk
order
back
food.
down and order food.
That's
to
so
sit
good.
in. Oh, it was so good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like going to a fancy cinema.
See that I would go to.
And The Weeknd might have been the most talented artist I've gone to see. However, there was
Really?
yeah.
Really?
I've seen a few.
Most talented artist.
I actually think
It's Kendrick not like the most talented artist.
Kendrick put on a really big performance.
Yeah.
We went to see Kendrick as
Kung
well.
Fu
Kendrick
Kitty.
Lamar. And Drake was maybe the worst, but that's because Drake talked so much.
Hey, you up there in the red dress. I like what you're wearing. Oh, man, come on, give me your number.
Do you not
that
think-
one over there with the blue dress, your hand up.
He talked so much. So I think it's an artist in real life is completely different to how you'd see them live.
We saw Posty as well.
Post Malone, yeah.
Yeah.
He was quite good, to be fair.
He was quite good.
To be fair, you did FaceTime me during that one.
Did
But,
we?
Yeah, but there was a reason. I can't remember why you FaceTimed me. There was a reason. I can't remember. Was it a specific song or a specific
I don't know.
moment?
I can't remember now.
I don't know, but
I don't yet. Talking about filming stuff at or being on your phone at concerts. Most of the time I'm on my phone at the concerts to see what song's coming up next.
yeah.
They're on the track list.
Literally,
like,
yeah.
From like,
Do you
what
want-
did he do in Manchester 3 weeks ago?
Do you want to know a funny story? Is
Go
when
for
we
it.
went to see
Oh, yeah.
The Weeknd. So it might have been 2016. Okay, we went to see
Oh,
The Weeknd,
that's the
and
story I was
generally what happens is before the main artist. You might know this, but for people who've been to a concert will know this. As a warm up, they'll play like up and coming artists.
Yeah.
Who
Got
will go
support
on
team, yeah.
before just to perform, and then the main artist will come on. And there was this young rapper who came on before
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd,
Yeah.
and we were kind of like, we were so excited to see The Weeknd, we didn't really care for whoever's on before.
We almost
And we
didn't
saw
turn
this
up.
person
Sometimes we used to just turn up.
turn up after.
Yeah.
And we saw this rapper, and we were like,
Who the fuck are you?
yeah, we're like, who the fuck are you? Like, oh my god, just get off the stage so The Weeknd can come on.
Oh,
Right,
no.
we're just shouting down the microphone.
That rapper was Lil Uzi Vert.
Damn.
And Lil Uzi Vert was on
How many?
stage.
How many?
There was one song that I recognised. I don't know what it was, but I'd heard it before.
Probably EXO
And-
Tour.
No, it was that was 2 years later.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway,
okay.
so
He only had 100,000 followers.
yeah, and we looked at his
Listeners.
Spotify listeners, and it was like 50,000 or 150,000.
And we were like, oh, maybe he is something.
We're like, oh yeah, he's actually got a fair few. That's all right.
Yeah.
In 2016,
And then like 4 years
and
later.
now he's like,
So, oh yeah, Lil Uzi Vert.
he's top 10 rappers.
Now
right-
he
right
is
now.
the main person you
Yeah,
go see.
he's the one you go see.
And that's why they put them on. They build up to the big one.
Yeah, and Roddy Ricch as well.
Oh yeah.
Roddy
Shit,
Ricch was
we
before
saw
Post
Roddy
Malone.
Ricch.
Mad.
About him.
The rest are
The rest are
stinkers.
I remember when we went to the Teen Choice Awards
Yeah.
and we sold our extra ticket to
Oh yeah.
to this random person. We like sold it on Gumtree or something. And we go to the concert and she obviously is the seat is next to us. She's on her phone the whole concert.
She's
there like
not even filming. She's just sitting on her phone like
on Twitter.
texting. She was on Twitter.
Oh my god, this concert is so good.
And meanwhile, like
everyone stood
like clapping and singing along.
Yeah.
She's there like, "Hey guys, how you doing today?" I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh my god, guys! Checked in to Teen Choice Awards. Ariana Grande's on screen on the yeah. I don't understand people who just like do that.
Yeah,
It's not
but I would recommend actually, like for you, Duncan, actually just doing.
Yeah, go to one.
Just go to one. The thing is there's not obviously, especially at the moment, it's really hard to go to a concert.
Yeah.
I don't know if
But,
they're doing concerts right now, right?
Nah, soon, hopefully, like a few months.
What concert was I meant to go to pre-COVID? But no, it was you. Were you meant to go to? You got
Stormzy.
Stormzy got postponed.
Stormzy, but the thing is it's kind of like you need to go once they've released their album, not 2 years after. It doesn't have the same.
True. Yeah.
Gravitas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Stormzy.
We saw Stormzy.
Yeah, he was he was a support act for Annie Mac. I think as soon as Annie Mac went on, we were like, alright.
Yeah, we went to see the supporting act, which was Stormzy, who had 2-3 songs at the time. We go to see Stormzy. Then the main act, Annie Mac, came on. If you don't know Annie Mac, she's like a techno DJ. And she comes on, and everyone else in the crowd gets so hyped, and me and Addy are like, should we go?
Everyone's like roided out. Everyone's there like coked out in mind.
Yeah.
Annie Mac. We're just like, time to go. Time to go, guys. What's that on you? What do you got there on the table there?
Me?
It's the ball.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yes, that's just another thing that I've had. Not made for me. Like I designed
Is this
it.
is this your own?
Yeah. So I had a.
Do you have merch?
So
you have merch.
I don't have merch. No, but
Wait,
I
can we
reached-
just tell the listeners what it is?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Duncan here has his own playing cards with his
My YouTube channel.
with his YouTube channel with his brand.
My
That is your
With his brand.
and my
on it.
logo.
Your logo,
yeah. So my logo, like one of my favorite colors is blue. So you know, like
one of them.
one of them.
One of them.
So I thought, you know what, ASMR headphones. That's what people wear when they listen to it. Just get a set of blue headphones and hopefully try and make it, you know, like unique or whatever. And
cool logo.
so I reached out to a company and I was just like, hey, I make card magic videos. I've never designed my own cards before. Would you like to collaborate? And they were like, yeah, sure. So I made my own cards.
That's
That's
exciting.
really cool. And what you should tell the chair story as well.
I mean, it's not very difficult to
Your
design
desk
cards,
chair.
right? It's not difficult to design cards. Like they've got to look like.
They're the same on the
True.
front. With the back.
Oh, you're talking about the back. Yeah,
exactly.
I was like, I mean, it's got to say to a heart.
You can get ones that are like wrapper cards where the king is like Biggie or something.
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
got a deck of like Star Wars cards.
Yeah.
Where you've got like
Luke is like the
Darth
prince.
Vader is like the King of Spades or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of my
That's really
bicycle
cool,
cards
yeah.
are like limited edition.
And you've got special people, yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool, aren't they?
They are really cool.
But they're not
Are
the
these
greatest
the ones you
cards.
use on YouTube?
I don't use them too often, but I do have like a huge. I love collecting things. I've got like a playing card collection, coin collection.
Coin collection.
Yeah, well, we have a coin collection. Is that maybe for another episode? I don't know.
I don't think people would care.
To be fair, yeah. But shoe collection, things like that, and even they make just great videos, just showing them off and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
I've got a record collection.
you do, and that's what I was gonna say. You know, when you're talking about the fire, would you
Yeah.
be like ashamed to lose all your vinyls and stuff?
Ashamed.
Not ashamed. Not ashamed. Would you
What
be
have I done to this?
You should be ashamed of yourself losing those vinyls.
Yeah, they'd melt. That's
No, but
scary
yeah, you'd
thought.
lose
I don't
them.
want to think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, I'd
Maybe
be,
you
I'd
save
be
your
hurt.
vinyls, yeah.
I mean, at least I got Apple Music, you know. Like,
True.
Yeah, could just be like, "Hey Barry, play the music," you know.
That's not the point of vinyls, though.
I just realised what you said, Barry.
Yeah, I don't want his phone to go off.
Barry.
Oh, Barry.
Cameraman Jack just starts to panic.
I mean, he's been held steady today, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's done a very
Hey,
good
do you
job.
want another beer,
hasn't he?
cameraman Jack. Yeah, there you go.
He's already had 4 by the looks of it.
Oh, 4 beer, cameraman Jack.
Usually we don't allow him to have more than 4, because then
Just in
the
case
camera will start sweating.
And then he'll click pause too fast.
Another thing, like I want to talk about, is
I actually talking about cameraman Jack.
yeah.
Someone at work actually thought
Cameraman Jack
was behind the camera every episode.
He is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. But I was there.
Well, they thought right. What were you going to say, Calum?
I want to talk about. We also I haven't done it in a while, but we also talk about. We also have something common, which is running, and we need to actually get back on that.
We used to do. Did we not used to do runs?
We've done like a couple.
Yeah.
But
A couple, yeah.
I've not done a run.
But I love it because.
Well, I've not run in a while actually.
To be fair, we always say my favourite runs are the ones that are like it's conversational pace, where you're exercising, but you can also have a chat as well.
It's like going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But however, when I run with you two, you're like conversational pace, and then slowly speed up and speed up and speed up until it's
you can't speak.
Gasping for air and
yeah, you're trying to suck it down through your lungs.
And I wanted to bring that up because someone that we know that at our work got a 17.5 minutes 5 kilometer run.
Wow.
I know.
Oh yeah,
That is insane, isn't it? So we
That's
need
like
to.
Mo Farah.
Not really.
Not quite. I think he might be a lot faster.
Mo
right?
Farah's like 13:50 or something.
That's
ridiculous.
If you think about that, 13k for 13 minutes for a 5k.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like 2 minutes a K.
2 minutes a k.
It's like 2 minutes 40 or something like that.
2:39.
And
that's not possible.
what's the guy who did the marathon record? Ran at 2:50. Kipchoge ran 2 minutes 50 seconds per kilometer.
It's ridiculous.
For 42 kilometers.
Have you ran in a while? When did you last run, Duncan?
So I go on runs with one of my friends, and we've not gone in quite a while, but we do like to go at a slow pace so we can chat. So the last time I went on a run was like two weeks ago, probably.
We used to do a work run. We've not done the work run in months.
Do you have a PB or anything?
What are you proud of?
I'd say maybe like a 50-minute 10k.
That's
or I do have. The thing is, this makes your work friend look really good, but my 4k PB is like 18 minutes, and that's 1k less.
Yeah, but he's like a machine. That is still a really good time.
Yeah, he's a machine though.
He is a machine.
And I did that almost a year ago today, and now I can't even get close to that. I literally get like 18 minutes, 19 minutes.
Yeah, but for anyone who's not actually done,
you lose it so fast. I think.
Yeah, you do. And for anyone that isn't actually an avid runner, to do like a 17-minute 4K, even for someone who does run regularly, that's basically running it as hard as you can the whole time.
Yeah.
And just say, fuck your breath, your heartbeat is pounding the whole time, and your brain's telling you to stop.
It's when you start like breathing blood.
Oh, that's gross. It's like cold. It's like that cold feeling. Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
What's your end goal of like running, or do you just do it for fun?
Well,
or to be healthy, or what?
I set myself the goal of doing like a half marathon this year, but I've not done one yet. But I really do want to do one.
We did one. We could do one with us where we do like the length of the.
We want to do We want to do the Water of Leith.
Mm-hmm. Is it
the wall?
Is it 20k or is it
21?
21k.
So next time you're on the actual
to be honest,
podcast.
from kilometer 10, no, maybe from kilometer 12, you don't realise that you're still running.
You just kind of zone out.
For me,
it's like walking.
Yeah.
The first 10 kilometers, or for us, for when I did it, first 10 to 15 actually was quite easy, and the last
3 might be.
The last 5 or 6 for me. Oh,
you're just like, I want to end. I want to
end.
I want to
you're done.
The last 3, I definitely feel like, I'm waiting for this to be over. Like I'm checking.
I wonder what a marathon would be like.
Nah, you just gotta. I think it's all in the mind.
Episode 100. If we get to episode 100, we'll run a marathon. And also, I want next time you're on the podcast, half marathon complete.
Okay, we'll set that goal. 30 episodes time. That's 30 weeks. That's ages. I'll be fine.
Yeah, a marathon for episode 100.
Episode 100.
Should we film episode 100
on the
marathon?
Just get someone running aside.
2 hour special. Cameraman Jack.
I do want
Cameraman Jack.
He is fast.
Here, Cameraman Jack, you're gonna have to do a full marathon.
Next time it's like 25.
I'm like looking up.
He's very tall, to be fair.
Next time we do like it's like 25 degrees outside as well. I want to do outdoor one. Well, we need it to be.
We should have like mics.
Yeah.
What were we talking
you know what? We're coming back in here. We were talking about running.
Running, yeah.
We were gonna ask you.
What's like? What are we talking about again?
We can remember. We're speaking of healthiness. Like what? Other than running, have you been to the gym since it's opened back up? Or?
I actually haven't. So I ended my gym membership like when the next lockdown started, and I just haven't restarted it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I do really want to restart it for the summer, because I do like going.
Do you know as well? Like
exactly. Well, right now, yeah.
I know. Yeah, I go into running rather than being at the gym.
That's what everyone. I think a lot of people did that when
cycling.
lockdown happened. You can't really like. I mean, like gym equipment's really expensive. So alternatives is like just keep your agility levels high and stamina levels high. Just go on runs.
I realised that I was actually running on the treadmill a bit as well. So you told me to like. I think we started doing like a kilometre. We did like a 5-minute 1K every time we went to the gym.
Yeah.
We did our like whole muscle exercises, like chest, triceps, whatever, and then we would go run 5-minute K.
Yeah.
And I just started doing that. I was like, oh, I'll do a 5-minute K. And then I started doing like, oh, why don't I just do like a 5K as well when I'm at the gym?
Uh-huh.
So I started doing
Kill
that.
2 birds with one stone.
Exactly. I was like, oh, I'll just if I'm not doing legs, then that's fine. I'll go for a run. And then I was like, why am I doing this? I'll just go out for a run. So that's how I started.
Is that how you started?
That's how I started, like, actually going for runs.
Do you prefer running on a treadmill or just going out on a run?
Out for a run.
Yeah, it is because you can see much more.
You move.
Although like the ground isn't always going to be consistent, and you can't really keep track of like your pace or your time as well as you can on a treadmill.
I think it's just
honestly
it's hotter and it's boring.
It's so boring.
On a treadmill.
Yeah, it's like you're there with your mind just thinking about stopping, whereas running you're like, oh, there's a hill here. There's a...
Oh my god. I had to put a podcast on to listen to people like talk, because it was the only way that I would distract myself. But I can go out for a run in the outdoors without anything on. And just like fall like in the zone because I'm looking at the trees, I'm hearing the birds, there's people passing me.
It's like sport, you don't realise you're exercising because you're having fun and it's competitive.
I was going to say, whereas seeing both sides here, you could say that on a treadmill, like you could watch something, whereas you could never do that if you're out. Like if you're on a treadmill, you could stick on like your favourite TV show, stick on a movie, depends how long.
I could also do that at home, just sit down on the couch.
It's cool like that.
It's probably better if you're going for a PB. It's probably better because you can just set the time and you'll know you'll get it.
To be honest, I have seen videos of people exercising at the gym on the treadmill with like a TV show in front of them. I don't think I could do that running.
Would you count that as your PB? If I said I got 21 minutes 5K, but I did it on the treadmill.
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't actually count
That's not real life.
Yeah.
I was always weird though because I was
fuck treadmills.
I would go on the treadmill, and I would set a workout on my watch, and I'd set indoor run, and I'd do 5K on the treadmill, and this would say
I'd done accurate?
3.8.
Ooh.
I was like, how far have I actually run?
Treadmill conspiracy theory.
Treadmills, don't trust. Have you seen those videos of the people running 18 miles an hour on the treadmill?
No.
Oh yeah.
They're like wow.
That is funny. They literally look like they're getting chased or they're chasing.
Yeah. Anyway, I think what are your thoughts on this this episode and the podcast as a whole?
I've had a very good time. I think we talked about some good things that were good for me in particular. Like,
nice and calming, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a nice and calming podcast. But
cool and
I have been really enjoying the podcast so far, and I think it's only up from here. You keep producing the merch, keep getting better, keep getting more guests.
I'm gonna redesign the merch. I think we'll get the salmon in.
Yeah. But I'm so excited for I'm waiting for Halloween, honestly, because that is got
ideas, guys.
I have got an absolute amazing episode planned, but I'm sure there'll be loads of specials that'll come back, and maybe you could even join us for a special.
I could
get for a special
because I thought you could have actually been quite good on the conspiracy special as well.
I do like my conspiracies.
Treadmill conspiracies.
Maybe we could do like a magic special.
But the thing is, for the viewers, that's better than it is for the listeners.
Or maybe we get someone in or just like ask someone. This is down the road. Who knows
the CIA.
Who knows mind control or a
we get an alien.
therapist or a therapist or What do you call them?
Hypnosis.
Or what was that person that reads your future?
Palm reader.
Palm-
Or like
Not necessarily
A crazy lady in the street.
Crazy. We'll get a voodoo lady in and just see if that works. That would be some episode, wouldn't it?
Well,
That'd be mad.
to end off the episode, I actually have a little exciting not mind reading trick, but like kind of like it's a little trick that could work on the listeners as well, but it might not work on everyone. So that's your little disclaimer. But I did it in a video lately. and
You're gonna get stuck to your seat.
it did work to a lot of people.
Okay.
What I want you to do, okay, now don't say it out loud. You're just gonna think of it as fast as you can, okay?
Don't say anything out loud.
Yep.
Okay.
I want you to think of a 2-digit number between 10 and 50, okay?
Yep.
Now make sure that both digits are odd, and also make sure that that second digit is different from the first digit. Are either of you thinking, or anyone at home, is anyone thinking of 37?
Yep. I was actually yes! I was like 25, okay. No, odd, alright. 33, 37.
Yeah.
My original one when he said odd, both of them are odd, I went to 37, and then I went to 31, and I was like, no, 37.
Oh no, I didn't go 33. I just went straight to 37.
Really?
And then when you went, they've got to be different. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't go 33 or anything like that.
That's strange.
I'm so glad it worked.
It actually worked on both of us.
First one I thought was 27.
Yeah.
Is there only a couple numbers you can
So
pick?
that's the thing is, spoilers for everyone watching, but there's only I think like 8 or 9 options you could actually pick.
Yeah.
Because you've got 13, 15, 17, 19, and then
None in the 20s.
none of the 20s.
None in the
So
40s.
that's already 13, 15, 17, 19. That's already 4.
Yeah.
37
and then the same
is
for 30s.
It's just a nice number.
31,
31,
35.
32, 35, 37, and 39.
Yeah.
So that's 8 options.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it's
Yeah,
it worked on
37.
both of us. Yeah.
Shit.
Anyway.
Well, guys, I want to
Well.
see if you thought of that number too.
Let us know.
That's interesting. But yeah, this has been a wrap.
What
It's been
about
a nice one.
the phrase?
Oh, the
He
phrase.
knows the phrase.
Yeah,
Ooh,
the
the phrase.
phrase
For this episode
I'm praying that
is...
it's not slander.
No. Okay, so I've been getting... This one here, the other side of the podcast, has been getting a bit annoyed that they're all directed to him.
Yeah.
They're
They're all
not-
almost insults. So when someone goes, "Callum, you smell like shit,"
They're not,
that
they're
is
not
that
designed.
bad.
They're not designed to be used as insults. Okay, they were just designed as like a general thing. And it was always Callum that was here. So we're gonna move away from the Callum looks like a whatever, and it's gonna be I want to use this bubble wrap as toilet paper.
You better not, because my next video is going to look very different.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching episode 9, and episode 10 is going to be 10 episode drunk special. So
Excited to
Oh,
watch that.
I think we could get a guest for the drunk special.
no, I thought we were just going to do this.
I've got a great idea though.
Oh right, we'll discuss it later.
I'll
We'll
somebody.
see. But
Yeah. Drunk special next time.
everyone, can we leave your channel in the description?
Yeah, may as well.
Well, we'll leave Duncan's channel in the description,
Uh-huh.
and anyone that's came over to watch from Duncan's channel, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go back to ASMR now. Bedtime. All right, and
We'll catch you in the next one, guys.
we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.
See ya. Have a good one.